Welcome, everyone, to the Tuesday, April 18th, 2023 Tumwater City Council meeting. And as everyone knows, we have just recently had a reception, and so our meeting is now starting at 7:30. So with that, I will have Melody do roll call.
Councilmember Leetta Dahlhoff,
Present.
Councilmember Angela Jefferson,
Present.
Councilmember Joan Cathy,
Present.
Councilmember Eileen Swarthout,
Present.
Councilmember Michael Althauser,
Present.
Councilmember Peter Agave,
Present.
Councilmember Charlie Schneider,
Present.
Mayor Debbie Sullivan.
And I am present. With that, we will go ahead and do our flag salute. So join me in our salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, next item is public comment, and I believe we have someone in council chambers and someone online for public comment. Do we have the sign-in sheet? We'll get that. Patricia Riley. If you can come to the podium and state your name and your address, and then you'll have 3 minutes for your comments.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Nice meeting y'all. I've been to only one council meeting before, so I just got to start coming tomorrow. Okay. My name's Patricia Riley. I live on Roberts Road off of Cleveland Avenue. And the reason I'm here is we have heard that this East Street Extension Road, which we have no problem with, the original location was fine, but now they have gone through like 3 different proposals. And the one that's going to affect us the most, in fact, well, I'll just read from here because I know it was under 3 minutes. I am very concerned about the plans to use a different route to go from Capitol Way to Cleveland Avenue. The original plan we saw was almost a straight shot and just going south to the Fish and Wildlife Warehouse. We would not have had a problem at all with that original route. Now we see a completely different route coming less than 100 feet from my neighbors' backyards. We were fine with the original proposal because it still left a majority of trees and a buffer for the wildlife, and being closer to Fish and Wildlife would not present the problem that we would have to deal with. They work their shifts and go home. We would have to deal with this total disruption to our lives and neighborhood 24/7. The original proposal would not have affected any homes. The proposal now that they have recommended would push out all of the wildlife with nowhere to go, and would also go through the most abundance of trees on the whole site of the East Street proposals. By using option 2B, which is the one right behind our house, it would also put in a new access road to Lot, which would come off of it just right by the water tower. No one even seems to care about the wildlife, trees, or the constant noise and disruption it would cause for everyone who has a home in this area. This 4-lane road would have bike lanes on both sides of the road, sidewalks, ditch lines. And to show you an example of how this route would affect us, they want to put this road between our backyards and the Old Brewery 1,000,000-gallon water tank. The distance between our backyards and water tank is less than 300 feet. And they want to put this road with all the width of lanes and so on practically up to our property lines. Plus, they would widen the road just before a new roundabout they plan on Cleveland Avenue, so it would most likely take a portion of a neighbor's property. And on top of that, we would not be able to turn left onto Cleveland Avenue anymore. We have at least 10 deer that roam the area behind our homes. We've seen them all at one time. We have gray and brown squirrels, Douglas squirrels, raccoons, owls, and countless birds that call this area home. Since when do we not consider the lives of all the animals that would most likely be killed by cutting down all the trees because they would have nowhere to run? What makes this so much more important than their lives, who have been in this area long before we were? Can you imagine the constant noise and property devaluation we would have to suffer with having a 4-lane road right behind us? We can hear the freeway from our homes, so you can imagine how bad it would be having it in our backyards. I continually hear about preserving our environment, but all I see is forests being cut down to make room for a small number of homes most of the time. Larger areas of timber being cut down is heartbreaking for two reasons. The trees being destroyed and the wildlife once again being run out of their habitat, with most of them probably dying in the process. All the new developments I have seen involve cutting down forests. We have been told that it would be at least 2 years down the road before they even get the funding for this project, and then the public would be notified. But these proposals for funding were done in 2015. Even if it is true that it would be at least 2 years, we can't wait until the funding is approved to have our voices heard. I understand the need for another road to connect Capitol Way and Cleveland Avenue, but there has to be a better way. We have a few ideas to throw out there, but we need to have some communication with people involved in this project. I would really like to get some more information concerning this, so it would be nice to get a meeting so we can show you the impact on this neighborhood and actually the city of Tumwater. Anyway, thank you for your time and hope to hear back from you
Yeah,
soon.
and we'll have staff keep in contact with you.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, we have someone online.
Yes, we have Elisa Gelati. I'll allow her to talk.
Okay, great. Can you hear us yet?
Yes. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, go ahead and state your name and your address for the record.
Okay. My name is Lisa Gelati, and I live in Lacey and 110 Copperwood Lane, and in apartment G102. And I am here today because I have been away for a long time, and I'm sorry I haven't spoken to you. You all look great. Thank you for your time and everything you do in the city. I wanted to let you know that Build a Bus Home is becoming Nurture Hope. And under Nurture Hope, we're going to have our two programs, building bus homes and showers for unhoused. And I'm in the process of looking for locations. We had a nice 1.5-year stint at Capital Christian in Olympia, and they've decided to go another route. And so I just wanted to let you know that I was thinking about the fire department parking lot, wondering if we can have a conversation down the road here to see if we can possibly make that happening. So that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. And I thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, that's it for public comment. Next item is the consent calendar. Sorry, turning on microphones. Councilmember Althauser.
Thanks, Mayor. I move to approve the consent calendar.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Councilmember Althauser, second by Councilmember Dahlhoff. Any discussion? With that, I will call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right, the motion carries. We are, just for those who are not aware and watching online, we have had a reception and a lot of different things for the city administrator position. So we're doing an abbreviated council meeting tonight. The next item is for the mayor, city administrator report, and John Doan.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of the council. Good evening. This is exciting. There are 7 of you here and a mayor, and I don't think we've done this since, I don't know, something like 2019. This is also my last meeting in person with you. And so I just wanted to say a few things as this journey sort of draws to a close. And beginning with just, it's a huge thank you to be able to serve this community. I've worked my way through the alphabet, not very far, but a short distance through the alphabet from Seattle to Sumner to Tumwater, and have enjoyed every stop and have absolutely enjoyed and thought it was an honor to serve Tumwater and Tumwater's future. There are certainly, we all have frustrations about things that didn't go the way we'd want to or as fast as we would want to. For me, that's probably the brewery that lies in front of us as both a challenge and an opportunity. I still think there are amazing things that can happen on that property when the time is right. In the meantime, the craft brewing and distilling and cider making is an amazing thing. And I hope you continue to move that forward. I think that people many years from now will look back and go, that was what helped put Tumwater on the map, and what Tumwater became known for. I also think I've told people over the past 5 years, we've hired about 50% of our workforce at the city, which is pretty amazing. The first year I was here, we hired 1 person. And we do a new employee orientation about 1 a week. And they are amazing people. We've had amazing people and we're adding to it amazing people. And that's incredibly exciting. I was sitting in a training with some of our folks today, and a lot of them were folks who've been hired in the past year. And I was just sort of in awe of the folks who have come on board at the city of Tumwater, and great things are ahead for Tumwater. I also want to do a shout out to the people I work with the most, which is your department directors, who are incredible subject matter experts, incredibly passionate about this community, and over the past few years have come together as an amazing team. And that's not easy, and it doesn't always happen, but it's happened in this instance. And they, both individually and collectively, are serving Tumwater and serving you very, very well. So I think we've done a lot of great stuff. We have more resources towards utilities than we ever had. The utilities are in great shape. Your streets have more resources. Your parks have more resources. I think you're going to see parks projects over the next 3 or 4 years just blossom in Tumwater, where it's been pretty quiet for a while. You're going to see some really amazing things happen, and I can't wait to see what happens with a community center. I think that's a great opportunity. So lastly, a huge absolute thank you to all of you. This is, to do this work is a commitment of service and passion and time. People see how much time you spend doing city things. I see how much time you all the time you spend doing all the things you do. And it's those outside regional things that probably take more time than your city stuff. And it's pretty amazing, your contributions. So thank you for all of that. Stay in touch. You know, I'll be watching, but not too close, okay? So again, it's been an honor to be here. It's been wonderful to know and to meet and to work with all of you. So thank you.
You hear noises outside your house, don't worry, it's just me.
So what I have to say is all of you are here. We have big shoes to fill. And this is like a really daunting task to fill these shoes. And I just want to say, John has been so important in making sure my first year of council has been very successful. 1, learning the job, and then 2, with my own personal crisis in my life, being able to support me through that whole thing and picking up the load when I was not able to do that. So I really, really appreciate all of that. And you leave a legacy, and I'm glad that it's a legacy that we can all see and appreciate. So thank you so much. This has been great working with you on council, and now as mayor, it's just been really amazing. So thank you. I don't have anything else with my report. So I was trying to make this as easy and painful city council meeting as possible after everybody's had a really long day. So with that, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.